Mr. Producer. Naeem's got all them hoes. But not anymore because I took them, Naeem. Naeem, are there any more Bangladeshi honeys I need to come pick up? Come take from you? Are there any left? Are you hiding any from me? I hope you're not. All right, gentlemen. Ready? Yesterday I forgot to do the Mr. Producer and you couldn't even see my screen while I was charting, but today I'm back, bitch. I'm back. I'm dialed in. I'm the ultimate Mr. Producer. Naeem, I'm moving to Miami. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I'm moving to Miami. I'm gonna have to be back and forth between Miami and Mexico because I'm gonna have a place in Cabo. I'm gonna have the place in Miami. I'm probably gonna spend most of my time in Miami, but a little vacation house in Cabo, I gotta keep that. I gotta keep it. But that trip to Miami was just, it reminded me, oof, the Latina mommies down there love Poppy. They love me down there. Listen, they love me everywhere, Naeem, but they adore me in Miami because I'm their style. I'm their flavor. A little Latino, little Italiano, Venezolano mix. They asked me, what's your name? Primo. Oh, what? How do you say that? Primo. Oh my, that's so nice. They lose their minds, Naeem. So, yeah, I'm going to end up moving down there. And I got my good friends down there too, so I got to. A couple of them, actually. So I'm going to have to do it. All right, gentlemen. Quad shot. Another quad shot espresso down the hatch. Let's talk about today's meeting. There's opportunity amidst chaos. So everything we talk about translate across everything in life. Relationships, business, sales, whatever it is that you're looking to apply this to and improve upon, it works. Okay? So there's always opportunity amidst chaos. And chaos is what gets people nervous. It's what stresses them out, makes them overthink things, makes them make mistakes because they're not thinking clearly. But it's amidst that very chaos where all the opportunity presents itself. Okay? Why is that? Opportunity is never lost. It's simply transferred from one person to the next. Just like energy. Energy, you never lose energy. It simply transfers between different forms. Heat energy, friction, whatever it may be. Okay? But opportunity is never lost. So amidst chaos, amidst market downturn, market volatility, your business is falling apart. Somebody else's business is falling apart. Somebody's making, whatever it may be, amidst the chaos is where the opportunity presents itself because it's where the deck gets shuffled. It's where the wealth gets transferred. It's where the opportunity gets transferred. So you, as a hustler, somebody who's trying to make somebody who's trying to make money, somebody who's trying to get rich, you have to be cognizant of where that opportunity is at amidst the chaos because that's your chance to get the edge on the competition. That's your chance to have that opportunity transferred from that person to you. It's amidst the chaos where opportunity presents itself. So you have to think of chaos as a positive. Change is a positive because when you start to identify the opportunity amidst that chaos, that's where you're going to make the money. Okay? Think about it. I'll give you an example. So you're in a business and let's say you're working for a corporate company, which I wouldn't recommend, but let's say you do. And you're trying to move up the ladder and you're doing your best to try to get pay raises. You're trying to do your best to get promoted upward. And there's a big falling out with somebody in management, somebody above you. What happens? They get transferred to a different position, they get fired, they quit, whatever it may be. Chaos ensues. We need a new leader. We need new management. Who's going to run the show, etc. If you've put yourself in the best position possible through your work ethic, through what you provided the company value-wise, through the way that you develop the relationships with those superior to you in the hierarchy, that chaos allows you to absorb the opportunity, to absorb that position, to get that promotion, to get that money. It's the same thing within, you call it in markets, right? People hate it whenever you get these massive shakeouts in equity markets and crypto, whatever it may be. And the prices went down. Oh, it's so low. What's happening? Bear market. Oh. When in reality, that chaos is where all the opportunity presents itself. Because if equities, if crypto, if all these things never pulled back ever, they simply would just keep going up and up and up, there would be no opportunity for you to get a significant or a sexy entry. It's the chaos, it's that downturn, it's that nuke that gets everybody afraid, that gets everybody worked the fuck up, gets everybody afraid, where the opportunity now presents itself. Why? Because other people will unload their assets, people will unwind their positions, they'll get out of what you want. So now you can scoop it up at a much cheaper price, and this is where the smart people, amidst the chaos, take the opportunity to accumulate assets at a much discounted rate. All of a sudden, tariffs news start cooling down. All of a sudden, rate cuts are coming in the U.S. We're going to get this next leg up higher in equity markets. Guess who makes out like bandits? Guess who makes out like the fucking geniuses? The people who bought the bottom of that dip on equities. Amidst chaos is the opportunity. Okay? So you have to identify where the opportunity is amidst the chaos. You cannot get wrapped up in the fever, in the... You can't get wrapped up in the chaos that everybody else is eventually ensuing in, right? You have to see, where can I make the money here? Where's the opportunity? Okay? Give you another example, just business-wise. Okay? So I met with a gentleman last night. He's actually inside of the Taylor's Code, so I went and got a cigar with him here in Pittsburgh after I got back from Miami. And he was asking me questions about how to build the business. How are you scaling out? How do you have multiple different businesses running? What do you do for hiring? How do you outsource things? And I told him, so we're going to transition to another idea. When it comes to business, all business is delegating responsibilities that you yourself aren't the most important person to be doing this. So I'll give you an example. We all talk about opportunity cost, all right? So you understand what opportunity cost is. What's the cost of performing one activity versus another, right? So let's say I could spend 8 hours working for $10 an hour at one job, or 8 hours working for $20 an hour at another job. If you take job A, where you're making $10 an hour, that's $80 for the day, you think, most people would say, oh, well, I'm making $80 a day. That's awesome. But according to opportunity cost, if you had the ability to work job B for $20 an hour, you would have made $160 for the day. If you're working job A, you're actually negative $80 a day. Every day you're making negative $80. You're losing $80. Well, how does that work, Priamo? I thought I was making $80 a day with job A. No, you're making $80 an hour, $80 a day. But the opportunity cost of you working that job is actually net negative 80, because you could have made 160 for the day working job B. Okay. So that's opportunity cost. So now you got to translate that into your business or anything you're trying to scale out. At some point, your time is not best suited doing anything that doesn't generate an income, or doing anything you could easily delegate to somebody else. Okay. So give you content. Right? This YouTube channel, the live streams that we do, the videos that get uploaded every single day. The only thing that I need to do individually that nobody else can do is the content itself. Filming the live streams, giving you the juice, giving you the technical analysis, giving you the game plan. That is me. I'm irreplaceable in that sense. I can't delegate my personality, my intellect, my knowledge of business to somebody else to teach you. So the content gets created by me. Okay, I film the content. But everything else, I don't have to do it. Editing the videos, making the thumbnails, descriptions, SEO, the short posts every single day. All those things don't directly earn me money, nor do I need to do them myself. So if my time is best spent filming these live streams and best spent building my other businesses and generating an income and getting more clients, right? Then that's what I'm going to do. Everything else I delegate, because there's an opportunity cost to me doing the editing, the thumbnails, the descriptions, Because if I were doing all those things, less time for me to go make money elsewhere. So I'm losing money. So better I pay somebody to do that work for me. They make money. I save the time. And even though I'm paying money for that service, I'm still net positive. I'm still making profit, even though I'm paying somebody to do it, because those 8 hours a day I would have spent editing, instead of editing, I'm paying somebody, let's say $100. I can go spend that 8 hours doing something else that'll go make me $5,000 for the day. So I'm net positive $4,900 for the day. Do you understand? So this is how the way you have to start to look through your business. So you got to delegate anything that you don't have to do that doesn't make you money. In sales, what's a great way to do it in sales? You see the biggest agencies, brokerages, these companies that scale out sales teams that are very large. You'll see that most of them have systems and processes that allow their salespeople to do nothing but the act of selling. Because the act of selling in it of itself is what makes the money, correct? The presentation, the closing of the deal, that's the selling part. You can't really outsource that. But what can you outsource? You can outsource dialing to a dialer. You can outsource dialing to people who actually call your leads for you and set your appointments for you. You just show up and close. You can outsource things like underwriting, retention, compliance, anything that you would have to do back office wise, anything that you would have to do administratively that doesn't actually generate you an income. It's just a part of doing the business. You outsource that to people. You pay them to do that for you so you can spend more time actually making the money, which is presenting and selling. You're better off paying somebody to do those extra activities that don't make you money. You're better off paying them so you can take that time and either enjoy yourself or go make some sales and make more money than what you're paying that person in the meantime. Do you understand? So this is the way you have to look at the business. This is all every single business is delegation, right? The larger you scale any company, all you're doing is hiring more people to delegate responsibility to, right? One human being can only do so much. This is the importance of we're talking about, opportunity amidst chaos. This is the importance of you being able to develop your leadership abilities, grow a team, grow a business, so that also when this chaos ensues that we're talking about, opportunity presents itself, the economy changes, AI happens, people are losing jobs, people are losing money. When these things are taking place, if you have a team of people all working together towards the same goal, you're going to be more competitive and acquire more of the opportunity during that chaos than anybody else is, because one person can only do so much. If you have a team of people working together in your company, going towards the same goal, the same vision, you're going to win. You're going to absorb more of that opportunity. You're going to have more capability to produce, right? So you need to build teams. A business is building a team, right? You have to have the vision for people as to what you're trying to accomplish and build that team around you, okay? Because as you build that team around you, you delegate, you become more powerful, you become more competent, and you're able to do more things and make more money. You make more money, you reinvest into the business, you keep growing it, right? But it's the leadership part that people find very difficult. They forget that people aren't going to follow you unless you do have leadership capabilities. They're not going to follow you unless you can portray the vision, because without the vision, the people will perish. Without a vision, without a mission statement, without a goal for the business, the people will perish because they don't understand what's the end goal, what's the opportunity, what are we doing here? The vision must be incredibly clear when you're building this business, right? Because the clearer the vision, the more bought in the people are to what we're building. Example, the Taylor's Code. One of the businesses that I had started recently, our network, the university and network for the ultimate professional. Those inside the Taylor's Code that are there and have been there long term for the past year, they understand the vision. They understand that it's only been a year. They understand in 5 years, 10 years, as we have thousands of people inside the network, multimillionaires littered across the network, people making money through crypto, e-commerce, every other avenue that you could possibly imagine. The richer and richer everybody becomes, the more opportunity there is for everybody inside. Because now you can do business with each other. Now you can learn from each other from their respective industries. Now, when you have 100 grand cash ready to invest into a business, you're going to have somebody inside the network that's going to open up a new shop. You can invest in the shop. You can get a piece of it. You help them out. They help you out. You make money. That's the beauty of the network. As the network gets larger, as the Taylor codes become larger, we're also going to have influence over the markets in and of themselves. Because as we dictate what assets are going to get bid, with enough capital, with enough manpower, we can actually drive price in one direction or the other. Influence, power, right? That's what's going to happen over time. We can quite literally dictate the market for ourselves with assets that are small enough, right? But that comes with time. That's the vision. How do we build that? We build it through the YouTube. We build it through the audience. We build it from bringing more people inside of the network, helping more people make money. Another way that you guys can make money inside the Taylor's Code that we're going to start really pushing is through the insurance industry, through sales. Sales is the best way to build up an income and make money, legal money, fast. So then you can rotate all that income, all that capital that you're making, that 20, that 30, that 40 grand, that 50 grand a month. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's exactly how much you can make. 50 grand a month. From the insurance industry, you rotate that right into crypto. After a couple of years, you got enough money in assets, got enough money in real estate that you virtually could retire. Now, me, I'm not going to retire. I'm going for billions, but you could, right? But that's the vision. You use the insurance industry, you use the sales industry to generate high level of capital, high income. You rotate that into risk assets. You grow your wealth through a cycle or two. You take profit into real estate. You take profit into rental properties. We do all that. There you go. Once you get rental properties, once you're buying real assets and you hold plenty of Bitcoin, you're never going to go broke again. Do you understand? So without a vision, the people will perish. I have the vision. I know where I'm going. I know where the people inside the network are going. There's also multiple different avenues within DeFi and on-chain that you're able to use to generate an income for yourself just off of the capital that you hold, right? There are strategies that I use with those who invest with me directly. So I basically manage their portfolios. They are able to print cash and income off of just their assets sitting there as opposed to waiting for the price to go up. Okay, so that's something that we talk about inside the network as well that I don't go over on YouTube, where we have strategies where you just put capital in, and off your capital, you generate an income, a passive income, just through different DeFi strategies. I'm not going to tell you what it is here. That's why you got to be inside the network. But all these things that we know when it comes to making money, these are the things that you have to know. You're not going to figure this out by yourself. You're not going to figure this out through, your buddy down at the local pub. He's going to tell you how to fucking make $1 million. No, he's not going to teach you how to make $1 million. But if you're inside the network, the Taylor's Code, you see where the opportunity's at. Now you understand, oh, okay, that's how these guys are making money. Oh, okay, this is why they're able to do something that others don't. Because we know what's going on chain. We know how DeFi works. We know how these different strategies work, right? So, what do we got here? So again, I encourage you to understand that there is opportunity amidst the chaos. And when you find the opportunity, when you find the business, you find your income, scale it out and delegate properly, okay? Don't try to do everything at the highest level possible. Don't be the guy that wants to have his hand in every single pot and I do 8 different hustles and 9 different business. No. You focus on one thing first. You decide what it's going to be. Is it sales, the insurance industry? Is it e-commerce? What is it going to be that you're going to use to develop a high income? Become the absolute best in your industry at what it is that you do. That's where you make the money. Now that you have cash flow, now that you have money, you move that into risk assets. You move that into other business opportunities with those inside the network, because they're already experts in their respective fields. Now you don't have to learn what they learn and you still make money through them. That's what the network is for. That's the vision. Don't be the guy that's trying to do 5 different things at the same time, does none of them at an elite level, and therefore makes no significant income with any of them. You don't make a significant income by being okay at 5 different things. You make a significant income by being fantastic at one. Look at professional athletes. What professional athlete, not even professionals, imagine you were somebody who played 5 different sports. Okay, that's what you do. You play 5 different sports. Those are your 5 different incomes, right? Because you play those 5 different sports and you spend your time distributed evenly between those 5, you were not able to make it pro, NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and any of those sports because you were pretty good at all of them, but not elite at any of them. So you didn't make professionals in any of them. But you play semi-pro in all 4, and somehow you make, $20,000 a year from each, if that was even possible. Is that more effective than just becoming elite at one sport, and that's the only sport that you play, NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, whatever it may be, becoming elite at one of those and then just cashing in millions and millions of dollars with contracts through that one sport? What's more effective? How do you make more money? Obviously through one sport, becoming elite at one thing. That's where the money's at. The money is distributed and concentrated in every industry with the top 1%. So the goal is not to be a contributor in the top 25% in 4 or 5 different things. Like, I'm 75% better than most people. That's not where the money is concentrated at. You want to make big money. You want to make big cash. You get to the 1% in one industry, and that's where all the income's concentrated at. That's where the big fucking dogs are at. That's where all the money gets printed at. That's where it's at. So get yourself into that echelon. Quit wasting time doing 30 different things. Lock in on one. Become competent. Keep doing it until you become profitable. Keep doing it until you make a significant income. Okay, now you're making at least $30,000, $35,000 a month. Okay, now you can start to look at, I'm going to still build this income. I'm still going to keep pushing, but I can start taking some money aside and distributing that into other businesses. But you got to make at least 30, 35 grand a month, at least, before it's like, okay, all right, you're making some cash. Anything less than that is not, keep going, keep getting better. There's more to be made. There are people who make $1 million a month, okay? 30, 35,000 is the minimum before you're, all right, you're making some cash, and it's still not a lot. That's just the minimum, okay? Anything less than 30, 35 grand a month is not a lot at all. So don't think you're making 10, 15,000 a month and it's something impressive. It's fucking not. I made that in a day before. In a month, that is not impressive. Okay? So remember that, gentlemen. There's opportunity amidst the chaos. Always identify the opportunity. Chaos is good. Whether it's chaos created by AI, in markets, in your company, whatever it is. Listen to this. Amidst the chaos, there is always an opportunity. Identify it and take advantage. Those who take advantage amidst the chaos are the ones who make out like bandits. Everybody who bought the bottom of the COVID jeet, whenever everybody was losing their minds in March of 2020, equity markets jumped off a fucking cliff straight down, just absolutely got destroyed. Everybody that bought at the lows in COVID, it was up only for the next year and a half. Up only. Up only. No, not only up for a year and a half. Amidst the chaos was the opportunity. All right, gentlemen. That's all I had for you today. All right. If you're not already inside of the network, the link is in the description. The link is in my bio, thetaylorscode.com. Join as a gentleman or join as a professional. Join as a gentleman or a hero. Gentleman is access to the private Discord. Get access to myself and the other professors and the other people inside of the network. Crypto, fitness, e-commerce, you get access to all those things. You join as a gentleman. Not only do you get access to the private Discord, but you also are going to get access to a section within the Discord specifically for the private crypto plays where it's my portfolio, my decision making, when I'm buying, when I'm selling, what assets I'm accumulating. What's their strategy for exiting? What's their strategy to make profits? And you're also going to get access to the strategies that we don't talk about on YouTube when it comes to DeFi and printing money off of our own capital, etc. Some special things that you're not going to find on fucking YouTube, right? That's inside of the gentleman, right? And then Hero is access to the entire Discord and all private campuses. So the fitness, e-commerce, and private crypto plays campus, okay? And the Heroes program gets you full access to myself. Get my phone number. We'll talk, we'll chat, and we'll do live trainings inside the Discord as well. So I do live trainings in the Discord by request. We'll go through TA, look over your portfolio, get you set up. Everything that you need to make money on this next leg up will be provided to you. You simply just need to position properly. Okay? Move. Speed. The time is running out. I'm telling you, the time is running up. You're not going to have forever to make multiples off of crypto. 5, 10, 15x's that we've already hit earlier this cycle. That's not forever. Eventually, it'll become a large enough asset class that moves like SPX and you get 10, 15% a year, and you're going to be happy with that. Not in crypto. We like 10x a year. That's what we like. We like 10x, not 10%, 10%. No, we don't like 100 grand into 110 grand in a year. We like 100 grand into $1 million in a year. That's what we like. But that opportunity will not be there forever. So move quickly, learn, educate yourself so then you can take the money that you're making, make some money in crypto, make some money in the insurance industry, make some money in sales. I'll teach you anything. All right. Outside of that, gentlemen, Mr. Producer, I'm going to be going to Vegas tomorrow. So I will do my very best to stream live from Vegas, be there for an award ceremony, be there for a week. And then after Vegas, we'll see where we go next. Maybe back to Mexico. I'm thinking Mexico. All right, gentlemen. Comments, questions, concerns, throw it in the chat. I appreciate all of you that are already inside of the network. I'll meet up with more of you in Pittsburgh here soon. And then those across the country, we'll be doing some trips here pretty soon as well. Okay? Mr. Producer. You ready, Naeem? Ready? Watch this. Boom. Ready? La-da-dee, la-dee-doo, la-dee-da, la-dee-da-dee-doo. Boom. All right, Naeem. Let them know what it is.